What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. As always, I'm Steve Trezza.
Joe G.
And Devin Burke.
And we've got a great show for you. Nerdcast number 18. Woo. The Imperial Walking Dead. Because it was the Walking Dead finale and we got Star Wars. So you get it?
Yeah, no, we get it.
Yeah. Alright, good. So, let's start off here. What we got first? We got a lot to talk about. Some of the shows were off this week. We're going to talk about trailer talk, which we'll get into. We got Rogue One trailer came out this week. The Killing Joke animated movie trailer came out this week. And the BFG trailer came out this week. Discussion. We have Overwatch Tracers, but back at it again. And then we also, this is a late discussion. Doctor Strange photos came out.
Oh, yeah.
So let's add that in here. Doctor Strange, I put by accident. Awesome or lame. We've got a lot of awesome or lame topics this week that we will be talking about. And then we'll get into your favorite shows that you watch, we watch. Maybe you don't watch them, but we're going to talk about them anyway. We got The Walking Dead, we got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. So, we are set to have a good show right now. Let's start off with what everyone's talking about. That is Star Wars, or Rogue One. Let's call it by what it's actually called. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Teaser trailer dropped yesterday.
On Good Morning America.
Because
I don't know.
Every Star Wars fan watches Good Morning America. Come on.
Sure
now they do.
It was on YouTube, as soon as, all right.
Oh, wait, no. Disney owns ABC.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, Disney owns everything. So.
Well, they're tied in, ABC. CBS is also technically in that same family.
Yeah.
Well, CBS and CW own that's WB, so I don't think it's CBS. But anyway, Joe, what'd you think of the Rogue One trailer?
I mean, it was a trailer. It's another female lead, but the real important thing is here, folks. Donnie Yen's in a Star Wars movie, and all we saw of him so far was he was twirling a bow staff for some reason. Put a lightsaber in that man's hands. I want to see some stormtroopers' heads get cut off.
That's pretty. Yeah, I'm actually more excited for Rogue One than I was for Episode 7, honestly. Because what's up?
Oh, never mind. That's coming through my... I'm hearing myself on here. I'm thinking it's
coming
on
through your headphones.
It is my headphones. I'm going to have to lower them. Turn the volume down a little bit. All right. So, Devin, what did you think of the Rogue One trailer?
I thought it was pretty awesome. I got to see some of my favorite AT-ATs there. That's my favorite of the Star Wars type of ships, mechs, whatever you want to call those. Those are my favorite. I'm really excited for it. Like I said before, I'm more excited for this than I was for Episode 7. Probably because this is a story that I don't know about. That, I knew what Episode 7 was going to be. It's it's the tales of the kids and the new ones. But this is I have no idea what it's about, so I'm actually pretty pumped for it.
Okay. I liked it. I thought the Rogue One trailer was pretty good. It didn't show anyone that we knew. So with that, I thought that
Donnie Yen.
Yeah, it was whatever. But I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good.
It'll be good.
I trust what Disney's doing with Marvel. They're not going to Lucas it, So, next trailer, we'll touch upon this real quick because it wasn't anything really big. The Killing Joke animated movie. Devin, what did you think of the trailer?
I'm excited for it. I mean, this is probably the only thing I've been waiting for in animated film that portrays Batman in it. And I think Mark Hamill himself said, I'm not doing Joker unless they're going to do the Killing Joke.
And then he did, another game, and then he did about, two other animated films.
No,
and then
what was the two other animated films?
He did, not Assault on Arkham, but I think the one before that was they had the Joker in it. He was in it.
Those probably had a tie-in with the Arkham games then, because, and they had to. So, that's the thing. Other than, the Arkham games, he wasn't going to do anything else unless it was Killing Joke, and we know he's back. So he'll probably actually be done doing Joker voice now. But I'm actually really excited for it, even though I know I read the comics, and it's pretty short, though. So I'm wondering what they're going to else put into the movie. Yeah.
I thought the Killing Joke trailer, I don't know. I mean, it'll be cool, I guess. It didn't rev me up or anything. I wasn't oh my god, I need to go see it.
It's just hey, it's another animated film with Batman in it. Watch it.
So yeah, and finishing out trailer talk, we got the BFG, the Big Fucking Gun. No, it wasn't that. It's actually a Disney movie.
Yeah.
With
Big Fucking Giants.
With big fucking giants, yeah. Steven Spielberg's directing it.
It's Fantastic Giants. That's what the.
Oh, is that what it really is? Big Fantastic Giants.
What, you think there was a Disney movie that said?
No, I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't really want to put it together, so I was just like, whatever. The only thing I could think of was the big fucking gun, and I was like, BFG.
Alright. You Doom fan.
I didn't think it was anything special. I don't know. Spielberg's been hit or miss lately, because
I understand that.
Tintin was not. I didn't like Tintin.
You didn't like Tintin?
No,
I did not
didn't.
like Tintin.
I fell asleep during it. And I don't ever fall asleep during movies.
I actually like Tintin. Honestly.
I think Crystal Skull's probably his post movie.
But then he had Bridge of Spies was very good, actually. I watched it not too long ago.
I didn't see it.
So he's real hit or miss lately. So I don't know. I'm not that excited for it.
When does kids movies?
I mean, it does bring up the whimsy factor to 11 here.
Yeah.
Because there's scenes that's full blown gorgeous. You actually get the scale of the giants in this movie. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the adult in me. It's I don't know if I'm gonna see this. But
yeah, it's just I don't know. I think it's gonna flop.
I don't think it's gonna flop. I think
Not
it's gonna
flop,
be it's gonna be a good movie, but I don't see it being up there with the classics, you know. But I'm totally gonna maybe see it, maybe.
Just because you asked, Max Jack, this is your shout out. We also got Complays, Arnold Guerrero, and Cool Guy Connor in the chat. James, I saw you in there. I don't know if you're here anymore. Super Bear Girl also.
And
cool.
JP Universe was also here at one point. I'm not sure if she's still there or he.
Because we like to shout out our fans. So there you guys go. So let's move along. We've got discussion. We've got two things we're going to discuss. Overwatch, the new first-person shooter game from Blizzard, which is coming out next month.
Just about.
Yep, May.
So next month.
Yep.
We've got a lot of butt talk going on.
Yeah.
There was
the butt story's back again.
One of the Tracer character in Overwatch.
Yeah. Just to recap, if you haven't heard in the past weeks, there was a major thing going on for some reason with the character known as Tracer. That's the character that's mostly being posted everywhere, not the main character, just a character they've been posting everywhere. And there's a pose in the game that had her looking...
She's giving that Black Widow pose.
Basically, every single video game boxer pose you can think of in any existence, where it just has her over the shoulder with the gun in hand, and you get to see her butt.
Ass sticking out.
Exactly. And apparently people went livid over this. This is not her character.
Not people. We're talking to you, social justice warriors.
It mostly is them, unfortunately, how much I loathe them. But my favorite comment is one that was made by a dad. It's how am I going to explain this to my daughter? It's you can't explain this to your daughter. You can't explain a lot of things in life to your daughter.
Don't let me stop you. There's another petition that actually went out because that one succeeded. They want to take out all the guns, swords, and violence of the game, too.
Oh my god, that is not happening.
About 1,750 signatures have already posted to that petition.
Oh my god, people are dumb. But anyway, so what ended up happening is that Blizzard actually took down the picture
and replaced it with an even buddier picture.
Exactly. So I thought that seemed great. It's see, it's just like her, even more quirkier there. So she has her leg up, and you got to see even more of her butt. Actually,
they made her more feminine too.
Yeah,
which was I don't know. I thought it was fantastic. That Blizzard just kind of was okay, we'll fix it.
Pretty much. So I'm actually excited for for the game itself. I'm actually excited for because. Some people say oh, it's a Team Fortress 2 clone or whatever, but that's basically almost every game since existence was, since they each have their own class base.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm totally excited for it. Joe, you excited for Overwatch?
I mean, I don't really play Blizzard games that much. I don't like the company because of World of Warcraft and what that is.
Oh well.
But I mean, Overwatch looks good, and I do have to agree though, it is pretty much Team Fortress 2.
I was gonna say it looks like Team Fortress.
It's a reskin. The modes look a little bit better. The character models definitely look a lot better, and I think they're gonna be adding new characters throughout the course of the game, so it's not just gonna be how it was with TF2 where you had the soldier, the pyro, the whatever.
And TF2 was a lot of fun. I remember.
It was.
I had it on Orange.
Heck, it's still being played today by thousands of people online. So.
Okay, moving on. We've got Doctor Strange photos that came out this week, and Benedict Cumberbatch looks awesome as Doctor Strange.
I remember we were when we first heard about this, it was a year ago when we first found this was being filmed, and we heard that Benedict Cumberbatch was being played with. We thought That was a terrible choice.
You two may have.
Yeah, we probably.
No, I've always liked Cumberbatch as Strange.
No, I mean when we first thought like Cumberbatch first, like, and it was him in his Sherlock, like face at the time, like not his goatee looking face, and we always thought like, I don't know if he could pull off a goatee.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
it's a mustache more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way,
Yeah.
we saw clean shaven Cumberbatch. Was like, I don't see it. Like, but then like now with all these photos and him in the costume and a little bit of a tweak in lightings that you can tell.
Gray. He's got the
Yeah,
gray.
he has the gray.
If you haven't seen the Doctor Strange photo, it is on our Instagram account, so you can search us at Cool Nerd Show. It's over there. Check it out. We got it posted up there.
Yeah.
As well as our Walking Dead Season 6 finale picture is posted there. Or not Season 6 finale, Season 6 overall review.
There you go.
Which we will be getting into soon.
And also, the cool thing about the pictures is Benedict Cumberbatch, like while he was doing that whole shoot in New York, went around to local comic shops and started like signing things and taking pictures with the fans. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's always great when they do that. I know like some of them like go to hospitals and all that. Like that's my favorite part is when they actually like go to places and meet people.
And the kids are like, "Oh, we're meeting Captain America. You're meeting Doctor Strange. Who the heck's Doctor Strange? You're gonna like him, I promise."
Yeah. I love that picture. That's like, you will never be as cool as Doctor Strange buying Doctor Strange comics in the comic book store. This is Benedict Cumberbatch buying like the Oath. I think it was. Of Doctor Strange, which is just fantastic. Movie looks great. We get a trailer next week.
Thank God, I've been waiting so long.
It's gonna be sweet.
I was really hoping it was gonna be in the Civil War trailer though, like just to like.
It'll be the teaser they'll have.
It will, but yeah.
We and I will be releasing the Cool Nerd Knowledge for Doctor Strange next week as well.
All right.
So in case you don't know about Doctor Strange and you want to learn about him, check it out, because then you'll be able to learn about him.
And hopefully in the trailer we'll get Dormammu as the villain. Please, God, Dormammu.
We don't know who's gonna be.
I know, but I'm praying.
All right, we've got some awesomer lane topics.
Yeah.
So the way this works for people that are new here, in the comments mostly, we're gonna talk about a topic. And then I'm going to ask Joe and Devin if they think it's awesome or they think it's lame. All these topics are new and they're from this week, so they're fresh. And then after that, we'll get to what you're all waiting for, which is our review of The Walking Dead finale.
And also other shows.
And then our other shows, too. So, let's start off with the first awesome or lame topic. Cloak and Dagger, Marvel Comics duo, is getting a show that's coming to cable, most likely ABC, not Netflix. Joe, awesome or lame?
Well, he just said ABC, so my expectations just went down a little tiny bit.
Like the Flash show, that's pretty good still.
Yeah, but Cloak and Dagger is much different.
Yeah, Cloak and Dagger, that's very niche Marvel. I'm surprised they went with that. I'm going to say, personally, I think it's awesome. I just am fearful because I've seen what ABC can do to shows, whether they're good or not. Not saying Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm saying Scrubs. They ruined Scrubs.
Scrubs was never good.
You can leave your own show.
I went there.
But Cloak and Dagger's awesome. They're two really unique, villainous kind of hero-y characters that appear throughout multiple heroes. Like, they appear in Moon Knight, they appeared in Spider-Man for a little bit. They're just like, these two people are like, we found magic items and we decided we're going to do shit with them. So, can't wait to see what they do with that.
Devin, awesome or lame?
Alright, I have to know something. I don't know anything about Cloak or Dagger.
They literally were like in the 70s and 80s comics.
It was
That's
80s.
Why.
I think they came out in 80, actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't an 80s thing.
They never had their own comic book series.
Okay.
Yeah, they
are always kind of crossover with other Marvel characters, especially Spider-Man.
So
they were a big part of the Maximum Carnage arc, or the Carnage arc in the 90s.
Yeah.
Cloak, they're an interracial relationship.
Alright, good pro.
Before its time. Cloak is, he's basically a guy who, he can create portals. He's entirely made up of black magic, dark magic. So you have Agent Carter, we have the dark matter. Cloak can manipulate that.
That's not helping.
Why'd you say that word?
And then you have Dagger, who Dagger is the opposite. She's the light, and Cloak is obsessed with the light. He needs it, so she actually satisfies his urges, I guess.
Yeah.
With her light dagger, she can create light daggers. That's who Cloak and Dagger are. So, There you go.
I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be good. I'm not sure why people think like if it's not on Netflix, it's not gonna be good. But if this is gonna like tie into like a bunch of the other like movie franchises, I'm definitely more for it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it is. Maybe it'll tie into like other like shows.
Maybe Spider-Man. That'd be kind of cool.
That maybe.
I'm gonna go lame.
Really?
Yeah, because it's on ABC.
See, that's what. See, there we go.
If there was a Netflix show, that'd be great, but it's not going to be nearly as dark as it needs to be.
But you like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is good. I don't know.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't dark though. It's more
not
of like
dark.
that
Yeah.
happy. Let's go save the
It's
world.
it's like a crime drama almost with superpowers. And
Which
like Cloak and Dagger is supposed to be like this dark. I don't know. It's so much better for Netflix.
We'll see what the first episode has to have, but the reason we give Netflix a little bit more is because Daredevil is so amazing.
And Jessica Jones.
And Jessica Jones.
Moving on, God of War 4 to take on Norse mythology this time.
It's a rumor
rumored because they killed off all of the gods in Greek mythology, so they got to move on. So Devin, awesome or lame? God of War 4 Norse mythology.
Remember, this is a rumor because of a concept art that was supposedly leaked because it's before E3 time. So this is enough time for people to give buzz. So this actually might be real, but also this is the internet. Being the internet, it also might be fake. But it makes sense because the last God of War film since 3 games. My bad. There's a God of War film I think actually happening.
Probably.
But the last God of War games since 3 have been prequels, like really like weird prequels too. Like this is in between 2.
I stopped after 3. I didn't play anything else.
There's no basically. I mean, the only one that was cool was for Ghost of Sparta. That was with Kratos' brother. That was the only cool one. But the other ones were just like, yeah, you don't really need to play them. But I think this is awesome. Like I'm totally cool with killing more gods.
And then after that, we're just gonna get Egyptian gods, and then after that, we'll get Roman gods.
We got a list.
Which is very similar to Greek gods.
Which are the Greek gods. Just different names.
Different names.
It's like Neptune. I fought a Neptune. I mean Poseidon. I did that too. Water dude.
So, yeah. Joe?
Lame.
God of War 4?
Lame.
Why?
Lame.
You don't like God of War series?
No, I don't.
Really?
They can ruin my mythology all they want. They
You're
leave my Norse gods alone.
Oh, I see. You're a fan of Norse.
Look, it's the same concept, whereas like it's a really cool idea, and you see it put into practice. Like, well, the game is a little bit fun. It becomes more instead of a make your own combo hack and slash into that hole. Hit triangle, circle, square. Congratulations. Let's do a quick time event now for a boss fight.
Well, you never know. They might change it up.
They could change it up,
but it's fun.
It's fun.
If I want fun, I'll go play Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. As for that, God of War, I mean...
Devil May Cry. Sorry, Joe.
Because it takes skill. No, I'm kidding, but God of War, I don't know. I've never been a big fan. I feel like they've ruined mythology a little bit with what they did with the games, the same as how Dante's Inferno ruined one of my favorite pieces of literature. That's another time.
I'm going to go awesome. Norse gods are sweet, and I like God of War, so... Cool.
Simple and sweet for you.
Yeah. Alright, next topic. Ryan Reynolds closes deal to officially green light Deadpool 2.
What? I'm shocked.
Reynolds previously only made $2 million for the first Deadpool.
Really?
So he's getting a big paycheck.
Well, yeah, I mean, since the movie made a lot
I don't think
of
he
money.
really wants one, though.
He pushed for this. So.
I don't think like he minds getting paid less, though, even with the
No,
first one.
I think it's more like, it's like, so... You guys thought this was a dumb idea.
Yeah.
You thought
He's
you were
definitely
gonna make
sticking it
out
to
of
Fox
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now. Joe, also... Wait, did I start... No, I started with Devin last time. Joe, awesome or lame?
No, it's awesome. I like Deadpool 1. I hope I'm going to like Deadpool 2, especially with like the announcement at the end of the movie, what he said, hinting at Cable.
Yeah.
Which could hint at the greatest buddy comedy duo of all time, where it's just Deadpool cracking jokes and Cable just standing there like, oh my god, I want to kill myself.
Devin, awesome or lame? Deadpool?
I think this is awesome.
2.
But, well,
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2 Electric Boogaloo, which I'm hoping it's actually going to be called that.
That would be pretty sweet, actually.
You know it's definitely going to be called that. Like, they have to bring it. But, yeah, I totally think it's awesome. Especially if it's definitely going to be just 100% a full-on buddy cop film throughout the whole time. It's like Wade! Yeah! Like the cat.
What are Deadpool and Cable gonna get into?
Exactly, like maybe pull like a whole like Dukes of Hazzard or just any type of buddy thing ever made ever and just have it with just Cable and Deadpool. I would love that.
Yeah.
Even though Cable's gonna be the more serious, he's gonna be more like he's gonna be more Colossus than anything. That's who he is in the.
Well, no, he's not gonna be nicey though.
No, he's gonna be nicey, but he's gonna be like stick to the plan.
God damn it, Wade!
Pretty much, like in one comic, even he's talking, and Deadpool's like, "Oh my God, you're so oh my God, I can't stop myself." He just shoots himself in the head.
You know it's gonna happen. It has to.
I think it's gonna be awesome. I think everyone should agree that Deadpool 2 is awesome because the first one was so good. If you didn't like the first movie, then what's wrong with you?
You don't like good comedies.
A coworker didn't like Deadpool at all.
Really? Who was it?
Woodley. You know Woodley, right?
I always know what he's talking about.
I know.
All right. Next. Okay. Charlize Theron is cast for Fast and Furious 8.
I feel like this is more of Scott's thing that he was here.
I will be the interim Scott on this. Yes. There we go.
So, Devin, Charlize Theron, Fast and Furious 8.
Who's Charlize Theron?
What?
Film me.
Get off the show!
I don't remember.
Mad Max?
Oh, her. Yeah, awesome.
And like 1,000 other movies. She's like one of the most badass women ever.
I forget.
Oh
There's a lot of names. Oh, wow. Forgive me.
Jessica Alba.
What about her?
Okay, see, he knows her though.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Dark Angel, bro.
Yeah, Dark Angel.
Yeah, exactly.
Dark
You
Angel.
can't say anything bad about Dark Angel.
For those who are wondering, Scott couldn't make it.
18-year-old Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Michael Weatherly in a wheelchair. Great.
Yeah, sorry we didn't mention this before, but Scott couldn't make it because he had a work late, unfortunately, so he couldn't make it to the to the show.
I'll be taking over his duties, especially when he gets to The Walking Dead. Look forward to it.
Joe, Charlize Theron in Fast and Furious 8.
Okay.
Awesome or lame?
I'm gonna say lame, not because I don't love Charlize Theron, but because literally the movie is just what, like, big named actor or actress can we add to the movie this time around? It's like Expendables, but with cars now. And I'm kind of just being like, Paul Walker's dead. Let's respect him. Let's end the franchise. We don't need to make more
Not to
movies.
disrespect Paul Walker, but he was a terrible actor.
No. He's my favorite C-list actor, though. He's a guilty pleasure of mine. But that's where he shined. That's where he shined.
Okay.
Fast and the Furious is where he shined.
It was his thing. Okay, anyway, I think it's lame just because I've only seen one Fast and the Furious, and it was the first one. And I don't give a shit about any of these movies.
You need to see Tokyo Drift, you need to see Fast 4, you need to see Fast 5, you need to see Fast and Furious, and you need to see the Fast 7.
Not Too Fast, Too Furious? What about Too Fast, Too
You can
Furious?
skip Too Fast, Too Furious. You don't need that one.
I don't really care, so I'm gonna go late. I love Charlize Theron, but whatever. Like, how many are they gonna make? It's like every 2 years they make a new Fast.
It's because Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in it, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson's just gonna milk it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's back in wrestling, so...
He's always back in wrestling now.
Okay, I think we can all agree on this next one. Wonder Woman gets pushed up to... Oh, wait. Yes. Pushed up to June 1st. Two untitled...
Not this year.
Not this year. Next year. 2017.
Yeah, I was scared for a second. I was like, whoa, whoa.
Pushed up extremely. They finished super early, and it's coming out this year.
They filmed it alongside Batman vs. Superman.
They just used the footage that they didn't use in Batman vs. Superman to make Wonder Woman.
So Wonder Woman gets pushed to June 1st.
June 1st, 2017. Two untitled movies for DC also announced October 5th, which looks like it's going to be The Batman, and this is October 5th, 2018. I should probably put the year in.
Yeah.
For The Batman, and November 1st, 2019, looking like it's going to be either Lobo or a Superman movie. So, Joe, awesome or lame, Wonder Woman pushed up, two new movies.
I'll say awesome. I like to see DC actually has a Wave 2 planned for us. Because, I mean, their movie schedule is not as detailed as Marvel's, so it's nice to see that they're actually planning things. They actually have stuff in the future for us. Instead of being like, we have two untitled movies. So are they DC movies? I mean, they're two untitled movies.
Yeah.
What are they? Like, please, God, give us something. So
they'll announce it eventually.
Yeah, they'll announce it eventually. Pumped about Wonder Woman because I like the screenshots we saw before, and I liked what she did in the film Batman vs. Superman. I think she's probably the second best part of that film. When it comes to the Batman, thank you. Ben Affleck needs another superhero movie because he did wonderfully in Batman vs. Superman. He's like the best thing about that movie.
He was the best thing about the movie.
Batman.
Yeah.
Some people thought the movie sucked. Great Batman.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
He was, in my opinion, poorly written. Sorry to interrupt you,
fine.
Joe. Because he was more like, he was not the world's greatest detective.
No,
at all.
He used Google. He used Google pretty much.
But outside of that, his acting performance, good job.
Yes.
And
so anyway, continue.
With Lobo vs. Superman, I'm happy because at first we had heard it might have just been like a Lobo spin-off movie by himself. But I'm happy to see that we're going to see Lobo fighting Superman and eventually just running away on his motorcycle.
If that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
still rumors
air
here.
quotes.
Devin, awesome or lame? DC
right.
movies and Wonder Woman moves up.
I find this awesome because I know a lot of people say oh, this is just a catch-up game to Marvel. And it's like, yes it is. It honestly is. But now they're actually their own standalone films now, which this is what I wanted. I wanted their standalone films first before we got a Batman v Superman.
And a mashup and everything.
Exactly, because this isn't shoehorning every single character now. Now this is pause, here's Batman. Pause, here's Lobo, and maybe Superman for coming back from. I'm not sure how that's going to tie in, honestly.
Well, Superman's going to be in Justice League, which comes out.
Well, yeah, I know that
next-ish?
Well, Justice League?
Yeah, do we have a date for that?
No, Suicide Squad comes out next.
No, I'm saying, do we have a date for Justice League?
For Justice League, it's 2017, but I believe it's Is it before or after Wonder Woman?
it has to be now before Wonder Woman.
We should know this. Why don't we know? Our DC guy Scott isn't here tonight.
I know we're flunking on this big time.
I believe Wonder Woman comes out before Justice League.
Well, now because it got pushed up, so
yeah,
probably.
especially now.
Yeah.
So that means Justice League has to happen in the next 2018 then. Yeah, it definitely happens in 18.
November 17, 2017 is the Justice League release date.
Okay.
So it's going to be Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League.
Okay.
See, this is why I find it so weird that they have to do team-ups first. Just so they can get, their Avengers movie in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But, this is why they could get, I guess you want to call this was their first Avengers film. Now the Justice is going to be, their second Avengers film. And then they're going to do their standalones. I just give me the standalones. That's what I want first.
Yeah.
Standalones first to get me tied into the characters first. That's how I like my movies. I'm sorry.
I agree. It'll be good because they'll establish. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman will be established by the time Justice League comes. I'm going to go with awesome for Wonder Woman moving up, just because from the small parts that we did see from the movie, I thought it looks great. And I thought the cinematography in the movie looked great. And, I love it's in World War I. And, I don't know. I have high hopes for it, so.
Me too. But, like I said, when Justice League happens, you're going to get a bunch of shoehorn characters that we just met. But I'm hoping they know what they're doing this time. Because they have to look at the reviews what they did with Batman v Superman.
To quote Spider-Man, everybody gets one.
Yes.
Batman v Superman was their one.
And even Spider-Man 3 learned the lesson the hard way when you have too many characters in a film.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. I find this awesome in the story.
Cool. And yes, I do too. So we're all on board with that one. This is an unfinished topic, so we're going to skip over that one.
That's fine.
We got 2 topics left, and then we will start our review of The Walking Dead, and then continue into our other shows. All right, so we have a Nintendo topic. New Zelda game, rumored for both Wii U and the NX.
Which I figured was going to happen.
And you can choose between male and female Link for the first time ever. Devin, awesome or lame?
See, this kind of makes sense, because this is why they brought in the character Linkle in the Hyrule Warriors game. So I was wondering, why would they put this character in here? And now it kind of makes sense since this is the rumor for it. So that way people can actually pick. But does that mean, there's going to be a male Zell? For Zelda, if you're picking Linkle? Or is it going to stay Zelda? And they're just going to be,
yeah, that's
female
true.
friends?
I don't know.
And is a female villain going to still be,
Hey,
Ganon?
it's 2016. They could be lesbians.
No, I'm fine with that. If that's happening, yeah, I'm for it. Nintendo, you're going the right path now, yeah. But what mostly gets me is that I wanted the new Zelda on the Wii U, now on the Nexus. I know
the NX.
It's still pronounced Nexus or whatever.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think NX is pronounced Nexus.
I think
No,
it's
I
just
thought it
NX.
was called Nexus first, and then they simplified it.
I don't know.
Either way, they call the Revolution the Wii, so you never know with them. But yeah, I'm going to totally find this awesome.
Okay, Joe, awesome or lame?
Awesome for the different genders. Lame that we're still getting another console from Nintendo.
Oh, too soon?
The Wii U was what, 4? 4 years?
4 or 5. It was the first one.
3 or 4 years old?
So
4 years.
4, I believe.
Why?
Yeah. 4 or 5.
Why are you already making a new console? It's just...
Well, I think the major problem with it is that when people heard the Wii U, they thought it was just another add-on, like the Wii U Motion Plus.
That was due
the
to
marketing
terrible
for
marketing.
Wii U was awful.
It was
really
like,
bad.
Take your tablet and play your games.
Exactly. People thought it was just a tablet, not a new system.
So, once again, awesome about
But it's
the Legend of
false,
Zelda
Scott,
news.
because Zelda console games are awesome. Twilight Princess was awesome.
Scott, hi! I miss you.
Whoa, Scott, I'm going to have to agree with most of you on that. Yeah, no, some of them are awful.
Like what?
Like Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword
was bad.
It's
That is
really
the
bad.
worst
I didn't play
Zelda
it, but it got very good reviews.
I played it and I was like, I'm not.
Yeah, and
touching
so
this ever
did
again.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time was pretty good though.
It's okay.
And
It's no
The
Majora's
Wind
Mask.
Waker was a great game.
Wind Waker is a good game.
Good. I'll spend my next 5 hours sailing, and thank you for that.
If you get the HD version, you don't have to spend 5
Anyway,
hours.
See?
I'm gonna go exactly what you said. Lame that it's 2 different consoles. Awesome that it's that you get female and male link.
Rumored.
I feel like Nintendo's giving up on Wii U.
They already have.
Yeah.
And
And they're just kind of like...
if you go to a GameStop or any other gaming store, you can check the pre-order list for Wii U and be like, I see 5 games?
Yeah, not even.
And one of them is Just Dance, the other one is the new
not even.
Skylanders, so...
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's continue. And we got one more topic until our reviews. Spider-Man movie will have MCU characters in it.
What? No way.
So, I mean, this was to be expected, but it was
Yeah.
announced today, so we could be seeing Iron Man or Captain America
better be Iron
or
Man.
Black Panther
Iron
or
Spider.
whoever in the Spider-Man solo movie. So, Joe, is this awesome or lame?
That's awesome, especially if they... Not saying this is gonna happen, but if they go the route of the Disney show where, like, Spider-Man's in charge of his own, like, little team and, like, they kind of, like, report into him on different intervals, because in the Disney show, it's
I know
him,
the one you're talking about.
White Tiger, Iron Fist, and... Who else?
Oh, God. Who was the other one?
Oh, crap. It's not Luke Cage.
No.
No, because Luke Cage appears in the show. Maybe Hulk... Oh,
No, it was Luke Cage. It was Luke Cage.
It was Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not going to be, obviously, Luke Cage
Yeah,
in this.
it's not gonna be... But I think that'd be really cool if they did something like that.
Imagine if they brought Daredevil in, because Spider-Man and Daredevil team up sometimes.
They team up, they
makes
fight...
sense.
That'd be sweet. I don't think they're going to do it,
I don't
because
think
they've
they-
already said that they're going to... They're
No,
kind
'cause
of keeping those
we need
universes
Team
separate. No. But that would be pretty
Or they
cool.
could, I mean, if they're trying to revitalize the Fantastic Four, it could be the Torch because him and Spider-Man are best friends.
It's true.
But, oh wait, no, it's Fox. Never mind, it's not MCU anymore.
No,
always
I mean,
forget.
I think they saw what they did with...
We'll still see if they sell it back to Marvel or not.
Not anytime soon. Devin, awesome or lame Spider-Man MCU?
Oh, it's totally going to be awesome
Characters in the movie.
as long as, like, you don't put too many in there. Like, if it's, like, a couple scenes here and there, maybe it's, like, like Spider-Man's board, it's like, hey, Cap, what should I do about this? Oh, listen to your heart, like American Pride and all that jazz. It's like,
And now I'm off. Woo!
I kind of want, like, something like that. Like, someone, like, not to be, like, mentor-ish to Spider-Man, because, like, Spider-Man goes to,
The original rumor was that Tony Stark is going to train Spider-Man
Which
on, like, how to be...
Makes
independent.
sense,
Yeah.
because him and Spider-Man are really close.
Which
Yeah.
is also Marvel just being like, hey, let's add Tony Stark to the movie so we can get more people to watch it.
Yeah.
Because people are still, especially the general public, is still like, Spider-Man, because they're over it because of the Tobey Maguire
Because
movies.
of
And
Sam
then
Raimi and because of...
But you got...
So,
Spider-Man.
what better way to bring people back to Spider-Man than to throw Iron Man in there?
But you gotta remember, this is also a Sony picture.
Mm-hmm.
So now, because there was some sort of deal. So I feel like this was like the deal maker with them. It's like, if Spider-Man's in your film, Marvel characters have to be in your film. So this is why I think
That's
like
definitely it.
this is definitely like the handshake like agreement that they agreed on.
But Sony only benefits from this.
Yes,
both
but
of them,
marketing wise,
actually.
Marvel benefits from this. Because
Well,
this
they
is like
both do.
free advertising for them.
Yeah.
Well, no, Marvel benefits because technically they have their character back.
Sure.
But Sony benefits from it because now they get Marvel characters in their movie that they're making most of the profit on. Actually, I don't even know if Marvel's making any profit on it.
Maybe
They're
not this-
co-producing, so I'm sure that there's some money, but...
There
Yeah.
has to be some type, maybe like toy deals or something like that. There has to be like.
Well, especially because if there's Marvel characters in the movie, they make the toys for that movie. The Marvel will make the Marvel proceeds, and Sony will get the Spider-Man ones.
All right.
Okay.
Now
The moment that everyone in the chat has been waiting
Oh,
for
like,
because
how many-
they've been commenting about it for the past half hour.
Yeah. Get ready, guys. Big surprise. What were we talking about?
The Walking Dead
Arrow.
season finale. Arrow review. No.
We have to start in order.
Could you imagine if we saved The Walking Dead for last? We're going to save The Walking Dead review for last.
No,
Just kidding. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, we made a promise. We're starting off.
We're going to start off with The Walking Dead. Then we're going to get into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Arrow, Legends tomorrow, and then we'll
have no viewers.
Because I know everyone just wants to hear that.
No, let's end with Arrow. It's
All
a good clip. It's a good place to end on. Yeah.
So, in this review here, Scott wrote the notes. So, I know Scott's not here, but he's in the chat, so we'll read it exactly how Scott said it.
Okay.
As Scott said it.
I'll read for Scott. I can know Scott.
Joe, you want to read for Scott?
I'm the host here, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fine.
The Walking Dead review. I'll read what Scott wrote, but most people agree with him, whether you love or hate The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Most people were very angry about this episode. So, the group drives around for 72 minutes. Carol threatens to shoot Morgan if he doesn't respect her choice not to kill. Irony. They choose to walk to the hilltop through a walker-infested forest with a sick pregnant woman. Negan shows up to kill the cameraman. Fuck this show. So, that is the notes for The Walking Dead. That's the courtesy of Scott, who is not here tonight. Devin, what did you think about the Walking Dead finale?
All right, as much as I did like it, a lot of Scott said it is very true. There was just them driving around trying to get Maggie to Hilltop, and then being stopped by the Saviors every niche time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also with Carol, she does want to leave, and of course Morgan is insisting yeah.
He's trying to get through to her.
Exactly, trying to come get through her. Also, you're leaving your family here, and Carol's leaving. It's no, I can't protect my family. It's it doesn't matter, it's your family. So that's where that whole spiel comes from for me at least. But
I agree.
I understand people are angry. One it's oh, it took this much time just to see Negan. And of course, he's the last 10 minutes. I'm no surprise he was going to the last 10 minutes. I knew he was going to be the last 10 minutes, but I wanted to see what the episode was going to be about, and I was I'm actually kind of disappointed that the episode was just going to be about nothing but driving and a little bit of sad talk. Mm-hmm. And then when it did happen, when Negan showed up, I was okay, this is awesome. This is an awesome point, very threatening.
That scene when Negan showed up was it was very drawn out, but it was very intense. That was the best 10 minutes of the episode, hands down. The scene with Negan where he's walking around. And he's not, before he even does the enemy MMO, he's just talking.
Exactly.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, fantastic job as Negan.
Negan nailed
he hit the nail on the head. Hit whoever he killed on the head.
Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of people obviously hate was the big cliffhanger of killing somebody, which we don't know who it is, though everyone says it's every single person ever named ever.
Wait.
What if he killed Merle?
Hold on, I have to point this out.
Oh wow!
Wait a minute. Wait. In the comments, Walking Dead fan 1997 said, "I barely paid attention to the episode because I was watching WrestleMania.
Yes,
I'm glad I missed it.
Yes,
which also says
Congrats.
a lot about Walking Dead fan 1997. Not meaning to pick you out, I just thought that was funny.
That means he has good taste. He's watching WrestleMania.
New Day, right? New
Day.
Who?
Zack Ryder. Woo woo.
Okay, we're not talking about WrestleMania.
Yes, we are.
We're talking about The Walking Dead.
But for all its faults, I enjoyed the episode. I honestly did, and I knew it was going to be a cliffhanger. I knew from the beginning.
The thing is, we got wind that it was going to be a cliffhanger a week or two after we put out our who did Negan kill theory, and I was expecting it. So now I'm well, shit. So when it happened, I wasn't that let down as many other people were. Everyone was, and I was just well, I saw that coming. It sucked. Yes, it's terrible. This is an awful way to end a season, to end it on a cliffhanger, especially like that, and especially the build-up for that too. And with that, I thought it was a bad season finale because they did that, because it's just fucking stupid to do that. However, I loved the way that they built up Negan's character. The way that, and you can say what you want about them driving around for however amount of time. You drive around, you stop, there's 10 people, right? There's 10 people that are sitting there and that are threatening them. So they leave. Then they come back, now there's 20 people. Okay. Then they come back, and now there's 50 people. So it's like, now you're really getting to see how big the Saviors are, and then when they finally get captured by them, they're just surrounded by a huge group of people. That, like, as a filmmaker and as a showrunner, I think that was very well done. And I think that was overlooked because of people just wanted the action, they just wanted to get to Negan and wanted someone to get killed. So that's where I'm coming from with that. It's the whole Jaws effect. You don't see the actual villain until the end, and that's what happened. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it, but as a whole, I thought that they should have killed someone. I thought that the build-up was terrible.
Okay. Joe, what did you think of the episode?
Okay, so I don't watch The Walking Dead. I don't really care about The Walking Dead. From what I've heard and from what I've read, the writers on this show need to be taken out back and put down Old Yeller style, though, because God damn, they are slow. Every Walking Dead episode I hear is like, well, the first 40 minutes are just, they're okay, but that last 10 minutes really gets you. If you want to make a good show, make a good 50-minute show. If you want to make a good season finale, make a good 90-minute season finale. Don't just make some fluff here, fluff there, fluff there.
Yeah, though there were some episodes that were really good in the beginning, like in the mid-season, season 6. Like, that was just full-on, a great episode.
I love when they bring action. The one thing I don't like about The Walking Dead is whenever they kill someone, it almost never, and even when I'm thinking back at it, I can't recall, I'm sure it's happened, but I can't recall off the top of my head when they've ever killed someone middle of the episode.
You're right.
It's always at the end of the episode.
Yeah, it's always at the end.
Yeah. Always at the end of the episode. They never kill someone.
Which is weird because
middle, beginning, wherever at the end of the episode.
In the comics,
it's always at the end.
People will die whenever they please in the comics. Like, you could be like, page 3, someone died. Page 16, someone else died.
Unless someone unimportant, that is.
Yeah.
You're talking about main characters.
Even main characters can die sporadically throughout the comics, though. It isn't always left to the last couple of panels in the comic. Sometimes it happens, and then the rest of the comic you're just left thinking like, holy shit.
Yeah, the comics
what did
are
I
fantastic.
just read?
And there's times in the comics where they just kill off people
they have
3-4 pages later someone else dies.
It's George R. R. Martin style, the Game of Thrones. So how they build tenants, I'm just going to kill someone because they're going to die. It's supposed to happen. This is how the world is based off of. They're going to die, and you're going to have to deal with that. That's why I like it, because that instant shock value. Mm-hmm. I don't feel it with the show because you can just tell when someone's going to die. You get that feeling that someone's dying this episode.
And I agree, and I also think that with The Walking Dead, and I explained this in a comment to someone the other day, is you don't get... They have the biggest person that they probably killed ever, in terms of how big of a character they are, was Shane, I think.
Since season 2?
Yes.
I would say Merle.
I'd say in the entire series.
I'd say Merle, even though he's not a real character.
No, because he was a villain. You knew he was eventually going to die.
You made a redemption type thing.
No, I mean an actual main character. You can argue Herschel.
Maybe Beth, if you want to go there.
No, she was not a main character.
But she was from the second season.
Shane was a top, he was a top 5 character.
Yeah.
Right now you have Rick, Michonne, Daryl,
and Carl.
I guess Carl, maybe.
He's gotten better.
And Glenn. Right? Those I guess would be the top 5.
I guess.
Okay?
Maggie's included, I feel.
All right, maybe you can substitute Maggie in there. And I guess Carol. So there's 6 or 7, okay? They're top-notch characters. So you have these characters who are here, right? And that is where Shane was when he died, I think. I guess you can maybe put Herschel up there, maybe, but you don't really have anyone else. Lori wasn't a top character, I think. Yeah. She was kind of second tier. And then then you have Beth, and you have all that. And I think that that they don't like to touch this top tier characters. That's why they've been around for so long. That's why you have Rick since season 1, Glenn since season 1, Daryl since season 1, Michonne since season 3.
Yeah, because they're the draw to the show. So they don't. If they kill them, then what do we have to make another character? Well, shit.
I mean, you have Andrea, who was up there, kind of, but again, not really top-notch characters, and they don't kill off these characters. And I think that they need to start doing that more in order to, because you don't feel any sense of endangerment for these characters. You're just oh, well, this person's not gonna die, this person's not gonna die,
Man, Scott's texting up a storm here.
So we all know Scott doesn't like The Walking Dead, and he's in here, I can't even read what he's saying.
It's going too fast for me to even keep up with it.
So yeah, read his comments, I guess. And yes, Walking Dead fan 1997, Shane was going to die because of the comics, but they built him up in the show as this great, as like almost the second main character.
And plus, like, he dies like within like his, I don't know, like maybe like 10 pages he was in, so that you can consider that like season 1 terms.
Yeah.
So they brought him into season 2, like all the way to the end. So that was kind of more surprising on my part. But I think we should, I think we're done talking about Walking Dead, but let's get into what everyone kind of wants to.
And that's who we think
dies.
But can we say that because we're releasing our video in like 2 days?
You know what?
Are we gonna Walking Dead the fans right now?
Yes.
Devin was over the other night and he totally CSI'd.
I made a plan. It's like right there in like billboard style, like crazy person going through every single details of like to the shadows of the lighting to like the characters, like how they see how Negan like goes around in a circle and how he says his mannerisms, how he looks. I went through this and I know who's going to die in terms of how it's being filmed, not by terms how
in technical terms.
In technical, yeah.
Which I think they're gonna reuse some footage from the finale. So if they are smart, which I don't know if they are or not, if the showrunners and the producers are smart, they would use the same kind of camera angles, and that's where the person who gets hit is going to die.
Yeah.
So Devin CSI'd this whole thing the other night, and he's like sitting here like doing the eeny meeny miny moes and like looking at footage.
Yeah, you were looking
slowing things down. Person. Which also, by the way, if you have read these like stupid theories online where people are like, well, they say Maggie and it says Glenn and like this, you can't make any of that out. We have editing equipment. I have Adobe Audition. That I can take down the audio out. They blurred it to the point where you cannot make anything out. People are just, they hear what they want to hear, they put it online, and then everyone else is like, that is saying that, because they think that that's what it is. There's right now rumors that they haven't even filmed it yet, and they don't even know who it is. Who knows if that's true or not. But don't believe anything the internet says, because it's 99% of the time fake. Anyway, we will have that video with all the Devin's explanations.
I guarantee you by this weekend, whether by Saturday night or
coming out this weekend. So I'm sorry that we're Walking Deading you on this right now.
I'll put my opinion out sometime in the video.
What do you think, Joe?
I still think it's Glenn. I do, just because that one line that I read where he says like I'm not looking to plant a garden, and both Glenn and Maggie are kind of the people that worked on the garden in the jail. I think it could have just been the writers making a throwback to that season and referencing one of those two characters.
It's possible.
Yeah. And Rice and Gravy, it's not just going based off of the camera angles. We have a lot of
I have a lot
backstory as to why it's going to be this character.
Yes. Don't worry, I'll go into major detail once I put the episode. That way you guys can talk about it in the comments in that video if you want.
I'm sorry, guys, but I really want to say now, but it would just ruin it would ruin the whole video that we have planned to do. And we can't do the same thing in 2 videos. So we can't. But I'll give you a hint. It's one of the people that we said in our other video. Alright?
Yeah.
Narrow it down.
I didn't say in mine, but obviously, but it definitely was in one of their videos.
Yeah. Okay. Now, sorry, that was great. I love talking about Walking Dead with you guys.
But we have to.
We're also going to be. Fear the Walking Dead comes back this week.
Yeah, so we're still
we are still going to be doing
Walking Dead stuff.
Fear the Walking Dead stuff every week. We'll be reviewing that every week. And I'm also going to be starting a new segment, which is it's going to be quick 1-minute videos. It's called Comic Deaths, and it's just deaths of people and how they died in the comics for the Walking Dead.
For Walking Dead or just in comics?
For Walking Dead.
Okay.
Maybe in the future we'll advance that, because there are tons of origin videos, but there's no death videos. So maybe we're on to something here.
Yeah, let's keep doing that. Like, how they died, if you care.
Okay, so let's move on. And
that took up a lot of time.
What do we got?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. all year again, buddy.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is usually me and Scott talking about. Scott's not here. So, what happened? We'll keep it quick. S.H.I.E.L.D. attempts to save an Inhuman whose powers reveal a future death to anyone that he touches. Daisy comes in contact with him and sees visions of the future. Hive and Malik force a tech company to sell to them, the entire company, And Malik gets beat by Daisy. Hive now runs the show. I'm assuming something happened in...
That's all. Just making me laugh a bit.
You look tiny.
I was trying to be secret about it.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this week was another good episode. I wish I had someone to talk about it with. Basically, the main villain who was
talk
Ward,
at me. Go ahead.
The main villain who was Ward, who now got possessed by Hive, or the Hive, from the comics, who's the Hydra...
like hive mind,
enema,
technically,
but not
yeah.
enema, because that's the complete wrong word to use there.
Enigma?
The Hydra symbol, I guess?
Yeah. Emblem.
There we go. He's now taking over basically he's taking over Hive, because he came from the distant planet. He's taking over. He just bought the tech company that created Deathlock, and that's basically where we stand right now.
Okay. What does Inhuman have to do with it? I'm just wondering. Like, is that...
The Inhumans are they're like the X-Men of
the
show.
They are. I think because I didn't hear the plural. I thought you said Inhuman, so I thought there was a character named Inhuman.
There was an Inhuman who, anytime he touches someone, you see someone die.
Okay.
In the future, and that was like the whole.
So he's like early edition. He gets the newspaper in the morning.
Had this whole,
with the
it was kind
cat.
of like a mystery of like what's gonna happen. Like they show the end of the episode, and then it plays out throughout the episode.
Okay.
It's like someone dies at the end, and they want you to believe it's Daisy, but it's not Daisy because she's like the face of the show. And then it just turns out that it's that Inhuman that died at the end. The guy who like
can see deaths.
Malik, who was in who was in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D., he gets beat by Daisy, and now I think S.H.I.E.L.D. is like basically coming for him, and Hive basically just overthrew him, and now he's coming for S.H.I.E.L.D. So S.H.I.E.L.D.'s kicking it in. They're
getting ready for their season finale.
They have like a couple weeks left.
Yeah.
They have maybe like 4 or 5 episodes left.
But they're gearing up for it.
They're gearing up for
it.
Yeah. And S.H.I.E.L.D. is a great show where it's not who's
the villain of the week.
It's not
anymore.
villain of the week, exactly.
Yeah. It seems to actually have an overarching story now.
Yep, exactly. So S.H.I.E.L.D., I thought S.H.I.E.L.D. was good this week. It doesn't look like any of you watch S.H.I.E.L.D., so.
What's about Arrow?
Sorry.
Arrow.
We have Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. So.
Arrow didn't suck.
It was probably one of the best episodes of Arrow this season, but it still wasn't very...
I mean, this was right after the worst...
It wasn't very good.
Yeah, it was right after the worst episode we ever...
What are you talking about? Don't you believe in Arrow anymore?
That was last week, not this week.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't you believe in Arrow, guys?
If that person was Bo Dallas, Joe, then I would have been fine.
JP Universe, yes. We got... I know you watch Arrow, so we'll talk about this. Here we go. Arrow. Merlin supplies Dark with the idol from the flashbacks. Andy turns on the team. Should I call you Mr. Diggle?
Really?
Yes, that's what they said like 2 episodes ago. Dark kills Laurel and escapes. Dying declaration won't be revealed until season 5.
Did they really announce that as a thing? That
what?
The dying declaration won't be revealed until season 5?
I don't know. I didn't hear that. Scott wrote the show notes. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just wondering. I'm like, what?
So Laurel died. I agree, Scott. It had some payoff, I guess.
It didn't suck.
It didn't suck, but it really wasn't. Still wasn't. It was an okay episode.
Yeah,
it was an okay episode
when you compare it to the first 2 seasons.
When you compare it to the first 2 seasons, it was a lower episode.
Yeah,
because the first 2 seasons are fantastic. For this season, it was one of the best. Don't like that Laurel died. We knew that Laurel was going to die.
But do you think now... I know this is your guys' theory, yours and Scott's theory, but rather more Scott's, of it being a fake funeral.
No.
I'm thinking it is.
If it's a fake funeral...
Then Laurel would have to be alive.
Then this show is the goddamn worst show on the fucking planet.
I already think that anyway.
Well, you see, I already thought that already, like, after the ending of season 2. Because that wasn't that good of a season. But, it's at the end. But the reason is that at the ending scene where it's Ollie and Laurel like in the hospital, she's in the hospital, she's talking fine and everything, and he's just like talks. I was like, oh, you got this picture? She's like, yeah. And then like it cuts to like the outside scene of everyone, talks everything's fine. Then you hear like, beep, 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 of course, like something's going wrong, and then like, you just see Ollie like backing up slowly, and you just see like Laurel like shaking, like convulsing, and she, like, oh, what happened? Like, I don't know. Like something went wrong with her. So I know, exactly in that moment.
So the show just went General Hospital.
So Devin's
The show just went General Hospital.
Devin's basically thinking that he gave Laurel something to like slow her heart down, and it might be a fake death scene, like a fake funeral. Because
they went there, and her in her Black Canary outfit, they know who she is.
Okay, how good is Steve Amell's acting? That's the first question.
He's not that bad.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Did he have a deadpan face?
Yes.
It could be a fake death. Not saying it 100% is, but like there's this.
God, I hope she's not the new Black Canary. She's terrible at fighting. I mean, so was Laurel. But also, Laurel took down two League members, League of Assassin members, or today. Bullshit. That does not happen. She's not that good. She just learned how to fight last season. How does that happen?
Screechy voice in the answer.
Anyway, I don't. They can't do that. They can't do the fake grave because they fake killed Merlin. They fake killed fucking. God, they fake killed Merlin, they fake killed Sarah, they fake killed Ray, they fake killed Roy,
and they
can't do it again. They can't.
You see the trend.
They can't.
You see the trend.
It's so bad if they do it again. Like if they just keep doing it, that is the worst.
You mean recycling the same idea over and over and over
this
and
is
over?
Like comic books when they do that, Trez, right?
It's not. No, it's so bad. It's so.
How many times have
bad.
Superman, Batman, I don't know, every other superhero in DC and Marvel died already?
It doesn't matter. It's
what
not
about the tornadoes when they found like, oh, they died. Oh, they were robots. Never mind.
It's okay.
It's okay, man.
All right.
The
Anyway,
show just has bad writing right
it's
now.
so bad. It's awful. It is so bad.
So this episode went from good to bad.
I mean, this episode was good, but they just kill Felicity. God damn it. Kill her. It's the whole reason of why the show is bad is Olicity.
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 All right, last show, Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes, Walking Dead in 1997, it was sad that Captain Lance did not get to see Laurel on her deathbed.
She's not dead.
That was his punishment. She's dead. She's dead. I refuse to believe.
Find out season finale of Arrow.
We will find out. All right,
it's gonna be like the stinger at the end. It's like, hey guys, and you're gonna be like, God damn it!
I might break my TV
I know.
if that happens.
I'm gonna be here for
even
this.
when it's in May, I believe.
Live reaction.
Even when Laurel died, I was on the couch like.
I knew it.
Knew it was gonna happen. They should just kill everyone.
That's why
all of them.
I don't like when shows leak stuff like that. It's like they give hints like who's that. Like, people are just easily able to figure out. It's like don't give a hint, then just say, "Yo, someone's dying."
Yeah.
Figure out who.
They did that.
No, but then they like start showing like grave marks and like other stuff like that.
No, apparently the photos were leaked, but not by the studio. Okay. It was photos like someone like on set took photos of the funeral scene, and Laurel wasn't there, and the folder that they were leaked from said Katie's last day. Katie Cassidy is the actress who plays Laurel. Okay. So yeah, and I was kind of sad to see Laurel go because even though Katie Cassidy's acting isn't the greatest, it's the Black Canary, you know?
Yeah.
So whatever. Legends of Tomorrow. I wrote this synopsis because Scott didn't when I looked at the notes. So. The Legends travel to the future to stop a kid. I can't remember his name.
To stop future Hitler.
It's okay.
Future Hitler from creating a virus that helps destroy humanity in the future. They mess up and actually accelerate the process. The virus that was released 5 years in the future actually gets released 3 days from where it was supposed to be released.
How do you mess up that bad?
You kidnap someone and hold them against their will, and you don't try to explain yourselves.
They have another anticlimactic ending, resulting in the Legends just walking away from Vandal Savage while they meet him face to face.
Even though,
as the show continues on its repetitive streak, also Mick rejoins the team.
Couldn't Vandal just have killed Sarah?
He could have, but if Vandal were to kill Sarah, then Rip Hunter was going to shoot the Hitler kid that creates the virus.
Couldn't Vandal Savage just have finished the virus himself then?
The Vandal needs the kid.
To make the shit.
The immortal guy who has like the IQ of maybe 200 now can't figure out the virus?
I guess not.
Let's just go with the show, man. That's all we can do.
Okay.
There's at some point it's like, wow, Vandal Savage is like really dead. Why don't they take his body? Or something. They never really explain how he comes back. But they show like his body coming back in that one Flash and Arrow episode, like he just regenerates.
Yeah. At least it's not as bad as Darkseid.
Maybe he gets born every year.
That's pretty messed up.
Like he just gets born.
But he keeps the same name.
I know. I was wondering. Me and Devin were watching together, and they were like, someone was like Mr. Savage. I was like, why doesn't he just change his name so they can't find him?
I mean, it's like Doctor Who syndrome. Doctor Who appears in all the time. What is your name? I'm the Doctor. Do you want to change your name so everyone doesn't know who you are? I'm the Doctor. Why not? I'm not really afraid of anything. I'm kind of like gonna live forever.
It's been his name since like was it his name in Egypt times?
High Priest Savage.
Was it Vandal Savage? I don't remember.
I hope
in
not.
the show.
That doesn't sound just
Wait,
to me.
can we do an episode where we go back to like the 80s and 90s?
Well,
and
in the comics, his name is Vandal Arg in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
So we couldn't keep it Arg?
Can we go and have like a little fun episode where they go like to the 80s and 90s and he takes over Macho Man Randy Savage's like
honestly, like
songs ready.
The show, although it's like fun and everything,
yeah,
it's so repetitive. It's just every episode I feel like it's like we have to stop Vandal Savage in this time period, and they go to the time period
and they don't stop Vandal Savage,
and then they see Vandal Savage and they fight Vandal Savage. And they either kill him, but not have Hawk
They have the
Girl
dagger,
kill
by
him.
the way, right?
What?
They have the dagger, or does he have the dagger?
I think he has the dagger still.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they can't get the dagger away from him. But then they either kill him, but it's not Hawk Girl that kills him, so they have to re-kill him, or they just leave. And it's so anticlimactic, and it's just like, that's it? You're just going to leave. And that's all.
I guess the writers decided to make this into a one-off episode series, and you're like, but why do you do that? Make an actual arc with, like, maybe stay in some time period for, like, 3 episodes.
The thing is, here's the thing with Legend of Tomorrow. And, like, I don't think it's a bad show. But it's like, when it started, it was like, this show's fun, this show's cool. And now it's just like, this is the same shit I watched last week, except in a different time period.
Yeah, now they want to make a season 2 with different people, so I'm like, what's the next villain going to be? Is it still going to be Savage? Because then that's pretty dumb.
No, it's not going to be Savage. It's going to be... Yeah.
It's going to be Savage. Well, next week, though, we get Jonah Hex.
Yeah, we do.
Because we're going to the Wild West.
So is he joining the team? Probably.
No, I don't think so.
And
He'll be like a one-off ally.
Yeah, and I hope it won't be as bad as the film.
Or he tries to arrest them for causing trouble in his town.
That's true.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him.
It's called The Magnificent Eight. Is what the...
Just playing off the Quentin Tarantino and the Magnificent Seven at the same time. You guys there.
We just called ourselves the Imperial Walking Dead episode.
No, we did not call ourselves that.
I'm sorry. We were not part of that.
So, that's what we got in store for Legends of Tomorrow next week. Hopefully it gets, just get a little bit better. I don't know. And then Mick rejoins the team. It's the same thing. They all have the same writers on these CW shows. It's like, Mick's God. No, he's not.
At least Captain Cold is the one really decent thing about the show. He doesn't seem to be getting any worse. He stays where he is or he gets better.
Leonard Snart's pretty good, I feel like.
This is better than his role in Prison Break to me. I definitely like him more right now.
Come on, cool guy Connor. I just explained every episode of Legends of Tomorrow ever. So, I don't know. He said you did a good job of explaining. Well, he said he thinks you're the only one that watches it. Which is funny because you didn't even watch it this week.
No, I haven't watched it in since episode 3, so thank you.
Legends of Tomorrow would be better with Constantine and Vixen. I agree with
you. John Constantine. Yes, please. And get rid of that other show that happened on Fox and, make another Constantine
show. It would be cool. They're just terrible heroes. No, not John Constantine.
I was about to say
they're the Legends of Tomorrow.
Well, because they're villains.
They're awful because they just accelerated the virus to get released.
Other than the old guy and the young college kid, most of that, they comprise of villains. When you think about it.
No, just 2 of them.
Well, I mean, she was Black Canary, so...
Yeah, but White Canary technically in the comics is a villain.
Yeah, so even so, they're half villains... half heroes on the team,
but they're just doing a terrible job of saving the world.
In the first
they keep fucking up and making things worse.
In the first
Rip Hunter is the worst captain ever.
I mean, in the first 2 episodes they did that. In the season premiere they did that. Season premiere, it's we broke into the guy's house and got the dagger. It's Vandal Savage's home. No one thought to check out who owned this mansion that we're breaking into. Good job, everyone.
Connor Hawk would be cool. It would be cool if they just next season they just everyone died. Which isn't going to happen.
And let's bring Booster Gold in.
And they just bring in a bunch of people. Yeah,
Booster Gold,
Jonah Hex,
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle would also be sweet, but they're not gonna do that because they're having a Booster Gold Blue Beetle movie.
Oh, Joe just realized this.
You know about
I
this?
didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a comedy. Yeah. So okay. Anyway, that's the show that we have for you guys today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching us. These chats are getting fun every week. Enjoy them now because if more people start to join, I'm not going to be able to see what's going on.
I will try my best.
I'll have my laptop here too.
We'll get Scott on here. He'll be like.
We should have like private chat with like we'll set up a separate like hangout chat with just like the people who like are in with us now. Like,
and someone's just gonna shout, "Hey, this guy said this." Ha, good one, guy.
Yeah.
Nice
like,
inclusive thing we're trying to do here, guys.
And yes, we are ready for the Doctor Strange trailer next week. That's going to be awesome.
I'll be here for the reaction, I promise. I want to do that.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, definitely. I think it comes out. Does it come out Monday? I believe it comes out
12th.
Monday.
I know 12th.
Oh, the 12th. It's a Tuesday.
Okay.
So, okay. That's going to be. I'm very excited. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Get more excited.
I'm more. Oh yeah, we do get new Civil War footage. Honestly, I'm more excited for Doctor Strange because I don't want to see them Civil War footage.
No.
I'm done
because it's going to spoil some more of the movie.
We have a month out.
And I'm okay with that. I just want to.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like behind us that has like a major spoil in the film or anything.
Yeah, like that giant Ant-Man that's back there.
A giant man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about Giant Man doesn't kill Thor. Oh shit.
Oh
no. Yeah, private Skype. That's exactly what we're talking about. Complays. Since you guys are here and you guys are cool and you keep chatting with us, we'll do like a little. If we get a shitload of more viewers, we'll do like
we might actually
a little private chat with the guys that we.
No,
like
I'll call my Korean company, get some bots to come in the chat.
Yes, I do believe Cap will die in Civil War.
I don't think Cap will die. I think someone else will die though.
It's sad because you can use this as a way of seeing when someone's gonna die. I think Chris Evans has another movie slated under his contract, and that's.
I'm gonna go bold theory here. Now we're just taking. Taking chat
comments.
Can
we just make another theory video, sir?
We can, but this is too bold for a theory video because this is it might happen, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Oh, it could be a flashback. If he's in the movie.
Because Chris Evans is scheduled to return in Infinity War. One of the Infinity Wars. I don't know if it's both. Or if it's just one. There was a rumor a few months ago that there is the plot synopsis got released for Infinity War, and Thanos is going to create a bunch of clones of the Avengers,
which he does,
of the Avengers, and they're going to have to fight themselves essentially.
Okay.
Let's say Captain America dies in Captain America: Civil War,
but then Bucky should get the title, maybe.
That's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But then in Infinity War, what would be harder to do? Let's say that Iron Man is the result of Captain America dying in Captain America Civil War. Now Iron Man is
facing Chris Evans.
Has to fight Captain America. It's not really him, but his clone in Civil War. And he comes back as kind of like a bad guy.
To be honest, I think he would have been like, I did it before.
That makes sense to me, and I think that could possibly happen in Infinity War. You heard it here first, folks. Our camera battery is blinking. We're going to lose footage soon, so...
We gotta end it now, unfortunately, folks.
Yeah. We will make a Civil War theory video because you guys like it. We have to end because we're going to get cut off, and then, you'll still be able to hear us talk, but you won't be able to see us. So, alright guys, thank you for joining us. Please join us every week around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Like, favorite, and subscribe as always.
On Fridays. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And we will see you guys over on our other segments. I can't find my mouse, so... Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys over there.
Goodbye.
See you.
We love you.
Maybe.